Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing Progressive Capitals on the classic map. We're playing as the green player out of the second position. We have a red bot on the table as well. We're going to cap up here in Scandinavia. I want to be as close to the middle of the board as I can. Unfortunately, this is going to be a really interesting game, actually, with the blizzards that we have present. Unfortunately, I didn't have Northern Europe or Ukraine or even Southern Europe. I think Southern Europe was probably the best capital for the European position here, but we're going to try to maybe play for Europe. I could have gone down here as well, share that area with black. We've got an infinite trading pocket between black and orange. We have almost certainly, if they didn't cap here, they are foolish, but the China cap is one of the strongest caps on the board because it controls a half map control over the board. And so we'll be able to get some decent vision here to start. I've got a 9 cap. I'm not super worried about that. I'd like to gain some board vision, although I don't want to roll a 5-on-2, so we're not going to do that. I'm going to get this out of the way so orange doesn't think I'm a threat. And then what we are going to do is we're going to group up our material on the left-hand side here because we very well might lose that, especially if somebody is in China. So nobody is in Europe with us. There's a chance we could hold this bonus. I wouldn't love locking my cap off, but we are right next to Ukraine, which people could certainly try to open up for us. Classic caps it's a whole different animal. It really white skips for some reason. I don't understand card skipping after the first 2 players have already taken cards, but be my guest. Maybe I didn't even see him roll anything, so I don't think he rolled the red cap or even tried to. Now there is the chance that this is a red territory on China, in which case the cap wouldn't inherently end up there. There also I didn't roll red, and neither did orange, black. So there's probably a lot of red over here. Everybody starts with either 6 or 7 territories on this map. So I think out of the third position, red would start with 6. 6 times 3. Yeah, and then 7 times 3, 21 plus 18 would be 39, which is the number of territories we have when there are blizzards. So on classic, everybody starts with no blizzards. Everybody starts with 7, but in this, everybody starts. The first 3 start with 7, the following 3 with 6. So it's also possible red attacked off cap, in which case maybe orange or blue scoops that up. Black maybe, probably not myself. White with the worst odds of scooping up a red capital. I might just try to take Europe here. I'd also like to get board vision. Blue appears to be on a Quebec cap, which is not. It doesn't wow me very much. Let's see what he does here. Does he aggress black early? I've seen a lot of players on the classic map really just go really heavy into their opponents, especially if they deem they have a bad cap spot. He started with 8 troops. He might not actually be capped up there, which I wouldn't feel super comfortable if I'm the black player now. I'm not going to entertain that. I'm actually going to put 8 troops here. I'm going to try to take this bonus if I can. I'm going to ignore blue's advances over there, even if he did just abandon a capital. There is the red cap. I would love to sit next to that bad boy. Red is taking a lot up here. This should open me up. It should break me and open me. And if orange doesn't take this cap, this Middle East cap is crazy, crazy good. Not quite as good as the China cap, but orange could potentially lose a lot of troops if this keeps troops on this cap, or he gets a cap for free. I'm not really sure which. But the avenue is there. He has to hit. Actually, he can wrap around and hit it, but he could still lose a bunch there. White did not take a card last turn. Seems to be pondering his choices this turn. Now, it does almost look like the red bot is a bonus taker with the way these are distributed, but can't be too sure. Lot of troops up in here, though. What is this? 8, 13, 16 troops just across these 4 territories, rather, and I hit it 2. So that was 18 of the 25, no, 3 on cap, and then 5 extra troops to start. So actually got 6 extra troops. So of the 29 troops that red would have had to begin, 18 of them were in our vision there. Now this will almost certainly break me. I'm hoping this comes off cap, and I'm hoping if it does come off cap that the orange player does not take the cap. If this 6 attacks down, There's no reason for this to stay here. I'm surprised. Yeah, attack down. Attacks left. Completely undefending this. Maybe the 5 comes down to this point here. I don't know. If we see orange roll off for that cap off of East Africa, we'll know that that it's pretty free. And we don't see any of his rolls, actually. So maybe he's rolling backside over here. Or maybe even took the blue cap. Black did not... Yeah, okay, so somebody did take the blue cap, but... And maybe it was black. I don't know. Whoever did it, they did not respond. So the blue cap was over here. They did not respond accordingly to... Just gets it right back. Is that the cap spot there? Slams black's capital. And gets horrible, horrible dice on that. I would have put those troops on here. 16 on 9 is pretty winnable cap roll. Yeah, black was the player that did that. So blue's got like a 6-stack sitting up here. And black's got 2 separate capitals now. The blue player, not very good, unfortunately. Orange, I don't think rolled the red cap there. Black tries to roll off this piece here and fails. I need to get this to attack off here. I'd like to have the vision of it doing it. It's a 3 right now. I think I take that. That's it's a far more central cap than I have. We don't lose anything on that roll. And we only lose 1 on the 3 cap. I think that was the right play. Let's go 10 and 8. I think we'll be safe enough here. White still is not taking any cards. He is a bot now. All right, we're playing a 3-player game, basically, because blue... Yeah, blue botted. We're playing me, black, and orange right now. And white... Yeah, white's still getting 5. And the bot will finally start taking troops. So I don't know why white just didn't play that first turn and then just bailed on us the following turns. But this might get black out of here. And blue... Yeah, blue quit, so... I would love to know where that white cap is. If we can get the white capital, we've got a really decent chance of being able to do something good here. Does not roll a 4 on 2. That's nice. Red starts with 3. So this will start spreading out mid-board here. I'm not super worried about that. Maybe makes orange's cards more expensive as well. Especially if this starts surrounding him. Orange is only getting 5. He does not know that black is capped here. Rolls off of this position. That's not a cap. It does show... He sees both of my capitals. Don't fortify that away. I want him to attack that way. That's fine. Whittling down white a little bit right now is not a bad idea either. I'm worried the white cap is over here, though. And that orange is going to have access to that. Orange has an okay cap. This would be a really good cap on pretty much every other board. But because of the way this board is oriented... lose a troop there. 13 cap should be fine. If orange aggresses me, I've got pathing back into him. We have a joker. That's big. It's actually really, really big. We also have an incidental kill guard on orange. Like, if black, for some reason, aggressed orange from the backside, somehow black ends up with this cap without opening here. Certainly interesting. As white actually has... Australia now. So white capped over here. He probably had a good position and he just didn't play it correctly. It placed some troops here, so it might attack out. If I see orange place everything here and go try to clear Australia, we might have to yoink that away from him. Probably do it off my 11 up here, though. I think this is the remaining existence of red here in the middle of the board. Bots are likely to trade in before the humans, so I don't think it's a good idea for me to... yeah, he places him. He's going to hit white. This is 1, 2... So, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. 1, 2... He stops. That's a good play. And not continuing there, just taking the cap is a really, really good play by Orange. I don't aggress that. If he had kept going, made himself too weak over there, definitely. But he didn't do that. It seems nobody controls the China line here either. Black puts 5 here, 2 on the other capital. Attacks back up. He's going to keep farming blue. Let's go 3. Don't trade. We're going to bank on both blue and red trading here. Well, maybe not blue. I didn't realize that there was a card blue missed a turn, or there was a turn blue missed a card. White obviously will not trade, and we have a trade without the Joker, which is good. If Orange does get Australia, it's not fantastic for us. He did, okay, he actually did break down here. I probably could have made a move on that then. Orange did break this bonus. White actually attacks up top there. Red getting 3. Yeah, there's the red trade. Black will trade ahead of us as well. I need to try to pry this orange cap away from him, but I'm not sure how to go about doing that. He is getting, he only puts 2 here, so 5 ends up down here. He has not knocked white out of that position either. Now I have the Joker, so I can actually afford to be a little bit aggressive here. And I think my aggression... Orange isn't going to like me. But I think I aggress Orange here. Especially if this 3 survives up here top left. Or behind Orange here. I think we... Because what? He only would have put 5 down here. At most there's 10 troops. We could bail on this cap temporarily. Black nails white there. And me. Alright, that's a little bit worse. Do I let black continue getting strong? He eliminates blue. That gives me a better trade and actually more incentive to roll that play on orange. I got white down here. I know orange has not removed white from there. How much does this give us? 31. 33. Yeah, this one. I want the white kill guard. Let's see if this pays off. We bail on the cap up here. I still have the middle cap because I wasn't playing for Europe successfully anyway. White does trade behind me. Obviously, black is going to be quite strong here. And orange will get the 15 trade. So, not great. But I think it's okay. White trading on 3 is not ideal. Red rolls this cap here. If we can bait, there's a chance we can bait orange into over-aggressing. Trade in, try to roll 2 caps, something like that. I know he's probably not happy I did that. And it stinks that white set on 3, but Must be like, what, 40 something troops? 44. Obviously going to hit me here. We knew this would happen. Loses 19. So, alright, he actually went negative there. And he splits even 12s, which I don't think benefits him very much. If we can actually get red to trade on 3, it might be worth not setting right away. Red might actually roll him. Black's sitting there. I don't love that. I'm not going to trade. Try to bait it into rolling him. Worth a shot. It was worth a shot to do that, I think. Black's on 5. I didn't even realize that. This might get me killed by black, actually. I probably should have traded. I have a trade without the Joker, though. That's big. So 7's going to be what rolls for the troops. Does this hit red as well? No. Good. Good. Because if red trades on 3 here, there's a chance that this bot stacks on orange's cap. So we let it get 10 troops. And if it doesn't trade, that might be okay too. I think this rolls white here. Orange sets. He's got to hit through me and black to come kill me. He's just going to place him over here. Weird. Black likely won't know about this spot here if he tries to come kill white. I'm on 4, so there's a world here with the trade-ins that I actually get lucky enough to be able to kill red. I actually should try to kill red if black fails this. And he might even go look at other spots for white, maybe. It's alright. We've lost a little bit of our positioning. I want it to take a card out here. I can eliminate it for cards on the next turn. Otherwise, it's going to be a little expensive to get over here. And if somehow red doesn't trade, it should still roll the 3-on-1 here. If the 3-on-1 fails, that stinks. Alright, good. If somehow red doesn't trade, we could probably eliminate red. But yeah, this is what I thought would happen as red trades. I get white on 3 here. And then I can go re-aggress orange. Because obviously orange not happy with me. Got reasonable dice on the cap there. Don't hit the 4. Split and hit the 5-on-2. Alright. That should be a pretty pure kill guard then. Assuming black hit the you're all here. Orange won't have any play on me. Black could trade on 3. He's not going to be able to hit my cap. So probably have to pop out of this and go re-aggress. I'm surprised black wouldn't make a play on one of orange's capitals, though. He's going to knock me out of here, but I don't care that he knocks me out of here. I don't actually think orange is very good. Like, I originally did, but the over-retaliation that he's employing here I think is going to get him eliminated by either me or black. If we see black jump to 3 caps... Well, actually, if he jumps to 3 caps, he probably takes red's cap. But we'll eliminate white. There's almost no way somebody has a kill guard on this that's breakable. Not very good dice. And if they do have a kill guard on it, good for them. They deserve it. But they didn't. So, that's a trade. Just a raw trade without the Joker again. Nobody has broken red up here. Black has a trade as well. All right, so we aggressed orange, but I you know, I'm stuck in the pocket. No Australia, no win, whatever you want to call it. I think it's okay. At the end of the day, orange still only has like 50 troops down here. 60 maybe, 50, 60 troops. He likely just took this bone. Actually, red probably keeps breaking him, so. The question is, where is black sitting here, right? I don't want to trade in right now. Trades aren't high. He won't be able to kill me if he trades. If there's not a big stack sitting here. Black's getting 17, though. That's quite a few troops. He does not set. I wonder if he tries to kill red here. I don't want to trade. If black is here with troops, we just back up. If he's not there with troops... Alright, I'm going to come completely off cap here. I normally wouldn't do this, but I want to stay exposed so we can eliminate red for cards. Or, trade-ins are this high, eliminate orange. Although orange still has some junk in here, I'd have to path it out correctly and get a little lucky with my cadence. Now, yeah, that was what I was worried about. Is if black is holding a big stack, I was worried that might open me up. Orange sets. He probably knows I would try to come for him. Now, orange got, what, 7? He had 30. He got 47, 54 plus 30. Almost exactly enough troops to hit this. These trades are higher, though. I definitely eliminate red here if black doesn't come kill me. But I think black will kill red. That would make the most sense, black just killing red. But if he had that, like, 30 stack that I saw earlier pointed right at me, things are not looking good for me. I think I perish. I think... Oh, he doesn't kill red. He takes red's cap. He doesn't kill red. So he just took red's capital. He did not kill red. So we get red on 4 cards here. And we don't have to use the Joker to do it. Which is tremendous. That is so, so good. I'm just double checking up here. I know that he has his whole bonus. Okay. 40 troops here I'm going to have to hit. That's a 10 cap that I will take back with the trade-in. This is 4 cards. It's definitely worth it. I just got really good dice there as well. Now this might get black mad at me if I take that, but I don't really care. And that's another trade-in without the Joker. I don't know why you wouldn't leave more troops here. Lose 9 on that. So now you look at me, I'm back on 3 cards. We're still way ahead of orange on cards. And more importantly, so we're ahead of orange on cards. And we're ahead of orange on troops by about 40 right now. We got 111 we see here. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So he's got 116. We're at 154. He's going to trade here. He's probably going to try to come roll a cap. And this is actually going to be a big misplay by the black player here, I fully believe. I have a trade-in. I don't want to use a trade-in. I also don't care about that bonus. And black, because black set early there, I don't actually have to use the Joker. I would love black to take his card here. Because if I could get double pathing into this capital, that would really be the most ideal thing. And he does that, right? So now I have the pathing. I was already below 12 troops the moment he hit me. So that second maneuver there, completely useless. And I believe that's a dude trade. It is not a dude. We have to use the Joker. That's unfortunate. So I cannot. And black. So this is a silly thing. Or orange is decent. Orange is decent. I misjudged that player slightly. I said, okay, maybe he's not that good. I think it was just a nature of the play that was made. You know, he was retaliating. I thought he retaliated a little bit too long there. Theoretically, I could kill orange here. I'm not going to try. If I have a trade on 3 and he doesn't trade on 5, maybe I will. But there's also a possibility black is blocking me over here. I do have a trade on 3. The question is, could I win a 1v1 here? Trades are how high? I would get 5 cards off of him. We'd have to hold 4 caps, though. It is entirely dependent on whether or not black is sitting on China. If black's not sitting on China, you know, then it is what it is. But if black's sitting on China, I don't know if these troops have gone all the way back to cap. That's what I'm saying. It'd be a little bit of a betrayal, but I kind of got to go for it now. I'm fairly certain I can beat black in a 1v1, so we're going to give it a shot. I think that was the right play. Black's on 4, but I don't think he's able to get potentially any of these capitals here. As long as the trade's like 80. I just got 80 troops, so we go... I'm gonna go 40 here. He probably trades. I'm okay if he has that cap. I needed to get orange out of the game because otherwise this game takes forever. And I don't go super negative. I got 5 cards off of him. That was the biggest appeal. I think black wins a cap here, but this is a cap he's not connected. If he goes for this cap on the left, it's a cap he is not connected to by Fortify. If he goes for this cap on the right, I have a 2-point card block on him here. Loses 50. Actually, a 1-point here. I have a 1-point card block on him from that position. Now, he does not remove me in here, so it's really going to end up being a 2-point. And he has not traded yet, so we let him win that. Get up to cap here. And he should take these 3 out here. And then my best play, right, he's not going to get through a cap on this spot. I don't have a trade on 4. I still have to risk this, I think. I have to risk that he doesn't have a set that will be able to crush me here. He wins the game if he's got a trade on 3 here. Yeah, there it is. 90 plus 22. This isn't a 100% roll, actually. He does win it. He's not going to be able to hold both of these capitals, though. And I'm on 5 cards. So he won't be able to get troops onto both of these. Oh, I would not have come off that completely. Oh, we just win this back. Oh, that was a huge mistake. We just set the card block again. I don't know why he did that. The whole risk was I pulled all of my troops off cap to force him to trade early. And now I get the card block for free. And he's going to start pulling troops off capital, but I think that's okay. I'm generating quite a bit in here. He should just slam me with it. I'm going to need to start putting troops on caps of my own as well. But like if he pulls off bottom cap here, for example, this is why Classic, the card blocks are so important on the Classic map. He doesn't break a card block here. That 117 does not break a card block on my 94 here. Now, what he's going to do here is he's going to swap which side it's on. But I think that's okay. If he slams it, I can extend this. Like, if he slams this roll here, this should not win. I'm pretty sure this is a 0% roll. He doesn't pull it back to... How do you not pull that back to the other side? I don't have a trade on 4. Okay, I don't have a trade on 4, but that's okay because he pulled... So we just leave this as a 40 stack. He pulled the troops away. So I can just afford to regroup this over here. Now there's a chance he grouped that all up onto one cap to try to make a run on me on this next turn. The issue with that play is that I'm now on 5 cards. Like, I didn't have a trade on 4, which is brutal. He had the trade on 3 that last session, but he would let me get this back. He absolutely needed at least fortify the 40 from down here into the middle so that I couldn't get this back for free. Or fortify troops from his cap up here down. I don't think he had that pathing, though. My comments about Orange. Orange was the second best player in this lobby behind myself. Orange was a sound player. I misjudged him slightly there with his over-retaliation, but he is by no means a bad player. I'm going to leave this here. If I need to pull back, I need to pull back. It's fine. And I'm going to pull some of this back just in case. I don't want to leave my caps fully undefended. If I need to bring these troops back out, I will. But at any point, he can pull 300 troops off cap, and that's a little too risky for me. And I don't have a trade on 3. But, yeah, Black needed to keep troops on his cap. I could tell Orange was the better player than Black, but part of my reasoning for going for Orange was that, right? As I recognized that that was the case. That can't get through me. He still doesn't have a trade, right? I'm catching up so well now because the trades are almost 100 troops. Every time I trade in, I don't have a trade on 4 again, dude. That is bad. Now, fortunately, we can attack this 40 up. He might slam this, which is a drastic misuse of troops. This is my concern, though, right? Is he pulls a bunch of cap troops back to this. Fortunately, I have 2 40s I can fortify back here. So we dump. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. That play is not going to cut it. So we take here. I have 3 40s, actually, that I can pull back now. Black's big misplay is he's not breaking the card blocks in the correct spot. He needs to be going... That's a misplay, too. So he gives me this capital for free. And what that means is it's a bunch of extra free cards down there as well. So... I go take this cap for absolutely free. We are holding Asia now. This 40 comes back over here. And we've got 3 free cards here that I can use before even opening him up elsewhere. Like, this should be trying to break the block up here. Now it's too late, right? Because now I slam this and I split a bunch of these troops over here after I take the cards down there. So... He's making all of the right moves just a turn or 2 late, and it's not going to work out for him, unfortunately. Like, he's making them when I'm on a trade or I have a bunch of troops somewhere. He's getting less troops now, but I'm still going to do 40 there. And then we full send this. It's down to 77. And this cap, I know he doesn't have cards. So I can afford to leave that cap considerably less defended. This is why leaving, like, it's good to leave troops on your caps. It's always very good to leave troops on your capitals. The issue that players make is they will frequently prioritize, like, this is just not the play that I would be making here. How much is he getting right now? He's getting 16. So I can afford to hit with this and split. So we do our hit and split here to have the extra cards. And I understand this is next to a cap, right? I could theoretically get blocked in a different spot. I'm actually going to slam this. And then we pull away here. And we leave our 40 troops back up there again. I'm surprised he hasn't quit, honestly. This was one of the best card blocks I've had in a game in a very long time. We had to take the risk of taking orange out of the game. He pulls back to capital. That's fine. We had to take the risk of taking the orange player out of the game. It worked. Orange, or that was the biggest mistake Orange made in this game was, and maybe he didn't have a trade on 4. That is very, very possible. But the biggest mistake that he made was not trading on 4 on that turn. Granted, he didn't know how much I had up here, and I tried to keep that a secret from him. And then once black opened up the pathing for both of my caps to go hit orange's caps, I took the risk of like, all right, I know that orange is the better of these 2 players, and I know I can beat black in a 1v1 because he's on a classic map. You don't take more territories than you need. And unfortunately, that player was doing that. He was taking far more territories than he needed. And it led to his very easy card block here. Now he's down to 10 troops. I'm surprised we haven't seen the stack come off in front of me, but I think that's okay. I am going to take the risk. I think the cap is here. If I remember this correctly, yeah, the cap is here. But this is just a surgical like I left myself with so many cards. I didn't take more than I needed for the block. I'm really trying not to toot my own horn too much here, but I'm really happy with how I played this. Now, I know he's got at least 100 troops on a cap somewhere, and I don't know where that exactly is. So I'll take one more card here. I'm not trying to drag this out or slow play him or anything. I just want to make sure. He had so many more troops than Orange and I in the early game, and he didn't exhaust them much on opposing players here. So I don't want to get ahead of myself. Now, that's the very last card I can take before I open up a capital. So we're going to get a good tell here on how much more I can take, but this should be game over here. He's only getting 7 troops. I will trade in here for 100-something troops, 120 troops or whatnot. Okay. 301. So he grouped all of it up onto one cap, which I cannot. I could have double tapped it, but whatever. I'm kind of hoping he just slams it away. No. All right, we'll go double tap it then. Good game. Good game. Well played. Big old thumbs up to black. I will give black credit, though. Yeah. Shout out to the black player for not stalling his turns out. Sometimes these guys, when they're card blocked, they'll let the timer run to the very end, and it's like, oh my goodness, why are you doing this? But fortunately for me, we didn't have that problem. So, very interesting game. The bot outs early. I'm glad I went for orange. We'll probably see orange expert level player, I would guess. Grandmaster, okay. Misread orange a little bit there. Orange player, if you ever see this video, I'm very sorry. I could tell you were good. I just didn't. Some of it might just be you got bad luck, and I observed bad luck as bad play. And that happens a lot, right? It's not your fault if you don't have a trade on 4. Black player expert makes sense. I mean, very aggressive player in terms of board taking. I would not be surprised to see black as like an expert level fixed player. Blue, no idea what blue is doing, and white didn't even really play the game. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. I don't play classic caps very often because I find that these games get way too stalematey, but we were aggressive enough this game where we nipped that in the bud and then set one of the best card blocks I've been able to set in a very long time. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Shout out to recent subscribers Gage Miner and Phoenix Killer 91 for subscribing. If you guys want to shout out in an upcoming video just like them, all you got to do is subscribe, make sure you have public subscriptions on. I'll give you that shout out that you very much deserve. As always, everybody, I have been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.